And we welcome you to this NBA Cup game with a bit more riding on the line here than usual. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Season's still in its fledgling state, but enough basketball has been played to see how this year's rookie class is shaping up. A chance now to see the rookie race that shows which first-year players are making a big impact early in the race for the Rookie of the Year hardware. Not in the top 5 currently, but he's amidst some terrific talent nonetheless, and there's still plenty of time for him.
And there are a bunch of rookies who look like they have very good careers ahead of them.
That would be the indication so far. They've contributed to their teams instantly at the start of the season.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Here we go. Morant is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Jalen Wells. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. And for Las Vegas, they've got Magic Johnson. DeRozan out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Edgecombe. Back to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. From the wing. Pass to Edgecombe. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. For 3. Here's Edgecombe. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. They shoot again. Johnson can't hit. Now here's Wells. D right on him. Morant outside. And there's... Oh my goodness! What a play!
Wells. Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Richard, the dynamic Ja Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than Ja Morant, and I'm coming up short. Ja doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
And Edgecombe gets it to go.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Tonight, it's all about how they deal with the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach said it's simple. We cannot allow Morant to get downhill. That's it. The hard part is actually executing that game plan. Ja has so many moves, he's so quick and relentless. We can't lose track of him even for a moment. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. DeRozan with it. His last outing, he had 18 points. Driving inside. Count it, good.
Now that's his dribble drive. That's one of DeMar DeRozan's superpowers.
Morant against Johnson. Now Aldama. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Morant. He's covered closely, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Las Vegas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Johnson with the bounce pass. Here's DeRozan, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It's amazing. He is one of the best I have ever seen at drawing contact and getting to the line. DeRozan just creates tons of and runs. DeMar DeRozan.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
Now here's Morant. Last game, 26 points, 4 on the clock. Landale finds Morant. This one for 3. Rebound by Johnson. In Las Vegas, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And it's DeRozan missing. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, tries the spin move. And the rejection by Lively. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Johnson. 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Morant passes to Aldama. Morant left side. Lets it go with a 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Edgecombe. Drills the three-pointer. Edgecombe's got 5 minutes.
Locked and loaded. Edgecombe firing at will.
Pass to Aldama. Memphis moving it around. And another miss by Memphis.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Johnson double team. Now Edgecombe. On the wing, Johnson. Unloads from 13. Again, Las Vegas scores.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Jalen Wells.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now here's Wells. Nothing on the board. In the corner, it's Landale. And again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to Johnson. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Las Vegas. Pass to Aldama. Fires the 3. And another miss by Memphis. Las Vegas leading by 10. DeRozan. Blocking foul. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
A premium talent in this league. DeRozan about as valuable as they come.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Las Vegas?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
You know, Richard, you've switched teams a few times in your career. Tell us, what's the first year in a new city like, being, with the new team and new surrounding?
Early in the season, it takes a little bit to get settled, but it's also dependent. Are you solo? Do you have a family? There's so many things that go into a player getting comfortable in a new city.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one over.
Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. Comes up empty down low.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Edgecombe with the steal to the inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Morant right side.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
Now here's Johnson. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Here's Edgecombe. Conjar covering. Clock is at 3. Johnson attacking. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And Las Vegas leads by 14.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Morant. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Shot from 12. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. DeRozan finds Johnson. Launches a 3. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Buries it from three-point range.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Here's Conchar. Off the mark, get a chance to trim it to single digits.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant looking around. Bell. Pass it to Landale. Edgecombe with the steal. Now Las Vegas moving it up. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Great teamwork leading to some exciting offense. DeRozan showing us how it's done with the alley-oop.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Conchar. Here's Wells. He has yet to score. Morant left side. Just 5 on the clock. Just his first attempt. And it's Jock Landale with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Las Vegas will go for a different look here. Elbows checked in. Thompson comes in for DeMar DeRozan. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Trey Murphy. And IB subbed in for Edgecombe. Anderson against Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And Las Vegas leads by 15.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Achua. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Grizzlies. Number 1.
Jackson down low. Working on Thompson. Achua kicks to Anderson. No good on the 3.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Klima. Ivy defending. Down low. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Washington, that's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Here he goes. Doesn't go that time.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The hook. Here's Mobo. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Las Vegas leads by 15. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
They've got Ivy. Thompson is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Spears. And it's Misi in at the center position. And for Memphis, Anderson is out there with Jackson. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And then there's Precious Achiuwa.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Carrington with the ball. Ivy defending. Back to Carrington. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Misi. And stolen by Achiuwa. On the wing, Jackson. Now, Carrington. Clock at 6. Wide open shot is on the money. Carrington's got his first basket of the night. Las Vegas leading by 13. Thompson surveying the floor. Here's Misi, and Misi throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Anderson. Still yet to score. Outside Jackson. Pass to Anderson. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Ivy passes to Thompson. Now, here's Washington. Guarded by Jackson. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Stolen by Anderson. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Here's Jackson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Anderson. After the basket by Las Vegas. Stolen by Thompson. It's deflected. And stolen by Achiuwa. Pass to Anderson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
Las Vegas leading by 12. And here's Ivy. Washington sets the pick for Ivy. So the wing on the left. Launches it. P.J. Washington, and that's good. Washington's got his second basket of the night.
Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh, yeah, that's going to be the result.
And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his third season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court, and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
Now here's Jackson. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Messi finds Thompson. Here's Ivey, defended by Anderson to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Fears. Off target from outside. Ivey against Anderson. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Memphis. And this matchup with Las Vegas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And Las Vegas will go for a different look here. Bobo's checked in. Trey Murphy comes in for P.J. Washington. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Johnson in for Fear. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's going to find you.
Pass to Landale. Now here's Wells. Now here's Morant for 3. It's rebounded by Johnson. Inside, here's Messi. And Messi with the jam.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Landale. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Conchar.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes John Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Las Vegas leading by 15. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. It's hauled in by Achua.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting. Just about 73%.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Conchar. He has 5. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production. Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Sunday, they'll go up against Chet Holmgren and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for that game against the Jazz, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now, here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. A 3-ball. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Conchar finds Morant. Here's Aldama. And another miss by Memphis.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball.
Oh, what a pass by Magic. Oh, what a pass.
Guarding against it.
Oh, my God, what a pass.
A step ahead of the defense. Magic.
That was so nice. We got to see it twice. That was gorgeous. Oh, how did he get that pass through there? I'll never know. Man, watch this direct angle. Oh, my gosh. What a bounce pass. right between Ja Morant and his teammate. Perfection.
Runs this offense with absolute precision.
Morant outside. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty. The contest and the rebound, folks, that is how you defend.
Takes a three. A three ball by Morant.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
To the paint. It's stolen by Aldama. Morant with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Morant passes to Aldama. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Fires from deep. Morant with another miss.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Johnson finishes inside with ease.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Ed Nisi. Knocked away. Edgecombe with the steal. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Down by 15. Conjar finds well. Now Conjar.
And the outside game just not clicking for them tonight. That three-point percentage is up from where it was in the first quarter, but that ain't saying a whole lot.
And it's good for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Wells. 1:35 left to play here in the second quarter. They swipe it. Here's Mobo, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
It doesn't like to see an exciting rookie making plays for his team. Edgecombe knows he needs to be a guy who facilitates for their offense.
Now here's Wells. Scoreless thus far. In the corner, it's Landale. Pass to Wells. Shot clock at 6. Here's Conchar. Got a piece of it. Las Vegas leading by 19 points. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Over in the corner, Conchar. No good on the triple.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's a screen by Aldama. Conchar with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Aldama gets the bucket.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And here is Johnson. 8 points for him. Pass to Edgecombe. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Edgecombe's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Las Vegas with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back to the action in just a minute.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for Vegas.
It's classic Showtime. The way they're running the break looks like the 1980s of the Lakers.
And this score reminds you of some of those old Lakers games. What a dominant performance so far. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
We've got Derek Lively. Trey Murphy is out there at DeRozan. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Johnson in at the point. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Here's Edgecombe. And another three for Las Vegas. RJ, one defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflections. Why do you think that's so important to them?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
Here's Conchar. After Las Vegas picked up three with their last. And it's Morant missing. And DeRozan. Here we go.
Since day one in this league, DeRozan's been really tough to stop on his way to the hoop.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Conchar. Some nice passing there by Memphis. For three. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Lively's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Good on the bucket. 15 points for DeMar DeRozan.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first three shots.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Conchar. Good on the triple. Conchar's got 11.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Johnson, good.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Now Conchar. Back to Morant. In the corner, it's Landale. Misses the three. Las Vegas leading by 21. Johnson with it. 10 points for him. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. You better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. You look at Johnson, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Morant outside. Bounce pass from Aldama. Now Conchar. He's got 11. And that one's good. Morant.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Johnson against Morant. Pass to Edgecombe. outside DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. Landale grabs the miss.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Wells with it. Johnson's there. Morant left side. And the 3 off target. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's DeRozan. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. And that's 17 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Back to Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking.
They are running them off the court out here in
and
Vegas.
Blame, right? So maybe the little things and winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Fears, he's checked in for Las Vegas. And good on the
Magic
second.
Johnson
so
playing center now, guys.
Here's Fears. Johnson surveying the floor. Right side, DeRozan. Shoots over Landale. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And checking out some stats for DeMar DeRozan. The past month has been surreal. Averaging 21 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is... Oh, wow! That is powerful. What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Inside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Jaden Ivey comes in for Edgecombe. Out to the wing. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Out to DeRozan. Johnson with the bounce pass. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. And the foul on Magic Johnson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks a lot, guys. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Kevin, back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And he gets it to go.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Morant. He's got 17. Pass to Wells. Now Concho. And Aldama has it in the corner. And the Grizzlies another 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Johnson double team. Now Fears. Guarded by Morant. Pass to Washington. Back to Johnson. There goes Magic. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Johnson's got 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Aldama passes to Concho. Back to Aldama. Pass to Concho. Here's Wells. No good from outside. Las Vegas leading by 16. Here's Fears. And Good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. 5 points in the game.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's Morant. He's got 17. And that one, good. Morant's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Inside, Morant doesn't have an obvious advantage, but his moves, look, they'll get him to the bucket.
Rosen dishes to Johnson. Back to DeRozan. Pass to Ivy. Johnson. Here's Fears. Fires for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Driving to the basket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Jeremiah Fears.
Defenses have tried to figure out a way to stop Morant's drive, but his agility and strength ensures that he's always going to get a shot.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Mesey's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Achua's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
To the inside, and stolen by Achua. Here's Wells. Here's Aldama. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Las Vegas.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
A three-pointer is right on target. Ivy's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Conchar finds Carrington. Back to Conchar. Pass to Wells. From the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. First free throw is good.
There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Driving the lane, drops in the layup for 2. Here's Johnson. 14 points for him. It's stolen by Aldama. They push it up 4 on 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Carrington. Defended by Mesey. Here's Achua. Buries it down low. Achua's got his second basket.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Johnson draws the double. Mesey finds DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Achua. Ivy on the wing. Johnson with the bounce pass. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Johnson. DeRozan's got 11 points in the quarter.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Here's Klimov. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Johnson kicks to DeRozan. Johnson sets the screen for DeRozan. Shoots over Aldama. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. DeRozan's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Down low. Here's Carrington. Banked in off the glass.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to DeRozan. Johnson outside. Magic Johnson pushing through the contact.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. The shot by Ivy, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Las Vegas. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And we'll be right back after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Las Vegas leading by 15. So on the floor for Memphis. Jackson is out there with Achua. Then there's Carlton Carrington. Then there's Anderson. And it's Morant in at the shooting guard. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Grizzlies. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Pass to Fear. Back to Thompson. And here's Ivy. Guarded by Morant. Pulls up on the wing. Grizzlies with the rebound. There's the lob to the hoop. And another turnover here by Memphis. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Well, you look at Edgecombe. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Las Vegas leading by 15. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Morant. The shot will not fall. Las Vegas, they've gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Ivy. Here's Fears. Guarded by Morant. A nice shot by Fears.
You got to have some touch as a guard. Fears showing it off there with the floater.
Ivy against Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Thompson passes to Ivy. Back to Thompson. Clock at 6. And here's Washington outside. The rebound by Carrington. The Grizzlies trail by 15. To the paint. Achua, the pass to Jackson. And it's blocked. Here's Fears. Defended by Carrington. Fears with it. Pass to Ivy. Inside, here's Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. So for Las Vegas, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Yves Missi. And it's Johnson in for Fears. And Memphis also making a switch. Jock Landale's checked in for Anderson. Jackson misses. Las Vegas leading by 16. Here's Washington. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Morant against Ivy. And that one's good. Morant.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
Here's Thompson. Johnson outside. Pass to Ivy. Here's Thompson. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Now Carrington. On the wing, Jackson. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Lively's got rebound number 15 here tonight. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Carrington. Morant outside. Now Landale. This one for 3. Great D that time from Johnson. And here is Washington. Out to Thompson. Second chance shot. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And Las Vegas leads by 18.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Steps back. Pass to Carrington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Johnson, the pass to Thompson. And he makes that one.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Here's Carrington. Traps in the tray.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Johnson dishes to Thompson. Pass to Ivy. Johnson outside. Down low. Here's Thompson, who cleans it as the shot clock ticks down. Thompson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
There's a screen by Achua. Here's Morant. Count that bucket. Morant's got 17 points here in the second half. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Thompson. Takes it inside. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Hit the crossover, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Jaden Ivey.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look. He's put in the work and worn down the defense. Now they're getting a little sloppy, and it's allowed them to get to the line more this half.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Azar Thompson. Trey Murphy comes in for Washington. And it's Edgecombe in for Jaden Ivey. Then for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama's checked in for Achua. Jalen Wells comes in for Gigi Jackson. And Cruncher subbed in for Carlton Carrington.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
A floater. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Johnson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. GH, when you think you've seen it all. Past season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
There's the screen. Now here's Morant for three.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Here's Johnson, and he banks in the layup.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Wells passes to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Lively. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Las Vegas leading by 23. Johnson up top. Guarded by Morant. Right wing. Lets it go from deep. Landale grabs the miss. Landale's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Here's Aldama. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And here is Johnson. Well, we all love teams going all in to win. But, Richard, some teams run that risk, and it does not work out.
But that's the risk. These windows are so small. If you believe that you have a chance to go all in, or if you have a 2-year window, it's okay to leverage the future in hopes of getting it done now.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
It's time now to present our player of the game, Magic Johnson.
And his play at the point has been nothing short of outstanding here tonight, Kevin. I've lost track of the number of assists he's made. That's a player who understands how to create a potent, balanced attack.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Morant, a huge two-handed slam.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
They double-team Johnson. DeRozan on the wing. Defended by Aldama. DeRozan. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. From deep. Knocks down the three.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Johnson outside. Lets it go from 14. Can't get it.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Las Vegas.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Magic Johnson.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
Johnson down low, guarded by Morant. Great look, but it doesn't go. the floater. So we see Las Vegas get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. So long, everyone.
What? Well, this game was a lot bigger than the final score shows. Showtime's defense kind of lit up there at the end, but man, this was no contest. That final score does not accurately represent how this game was. Look at that first quarter, 30 points to 15. Second quarter was rather close. Third quarter, actually the Grizzlies won the third quarter. Actually, that was actually a battle. And then they came back and won that. Okay, well. It didn't seem like it because the first set they really just stepped on top. They were playing catch up there the rest of the way. But nonetheless, DeMar DeRozan, the hero of the game tonight, is Magic Johnson, makes him the star with 26 points. Magic with 18, 14, and 26 assists. Edgecombe goes for 16. Thompson comes off the bench and gets a quick 11. P.J. Washington with 7. Fierce with 7. 6. Everybody just... You know how it is in Magic? Everybody eating the Magic. Everybody scores. Just about everybody that played scored, guys. Everybody that played scored. Everybody contributed, literally everybody contributed, literally. Jerome. Morant 35, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Knocknar, they were leaving him wide open. He hit 6 for 14, and now he had an awesome shooting performance tonight for him. He went off tonight, but it wasn't enough. Let's take a look here at Magic. Excuse me, that's not Magic, that's DeRozan. Let's take a look here at Magic. And I believe the next game coming up to this, guys, is going to be Dr. J taking on the Mambas in the big game out west. Coming up next, I do so believe, in the marquee game. I think I'll do that one coming up here next. That'll be the nightcap, and I'll probably call it a night after that. I'll go ahead and do Dr. J and Kobe for you guys. This man, look at that pass by Magic, man. Jesus. Whipping it around. That bounce pass was crazy, man. He had a pass like that in the Magic Bird series where he bounced past it almost a full he almost bounced past the length of the court to a guy. He just dunked it instantly. It's on my channel if you guys go look it up and find it. But yeah, guys, that's the story there. It's Showtime. Kind of lets up a little bit late. That game was a lot more, it was not nearly as competitive as the score would lead you to believe. Let's take a look here at the standings. Showtime goes to 17-4, right on the heels of Team Diesel. They're a game and a half. They're coming for Shaq. They're chasing the Diesel. They got 5 games in a row now. The Jays are right there at 14-7 with Team Dream at 14-8 with the Mambas at 14-8. And the Golden State Warriors right there at 14-8, right there with Timberwolves and Clippers. So, and that brings us to our next matchup, which I do so believe will be Team Kobe. Is it? Yep, Mambas and the Jays. The Mambas and the Jays. Yep. It'll be Kobe going on the road to play Doc. Let's get those road uniforms over there for Kobe. I don't know. We might go with the Los Angeles joints, the sunny joints, the Los Angeles Sun joints. And that'll be the next game coming up. Let's do a quick spotlight of this game and how this matches up here. Oops, sorry about that. As a matter of fact, I believe these two teams have already played way back. Yeah, they played early in the season, actually. And the Jays actually won that game in a spirited contest. where Dean Wade actually was the leading scorer in that game. Kobe came with 22 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Jalen Duren with 19 points, 12 rebounds. Yeah, great all-around performance. But Dr. J came with 74 points in that game. And he had 6 blocks. He was just killing the Mamas in transition. Because remember, Dr. J is playing power forward, and Dean Wade was guarding him. And Jalen Duren up front. They just didn't have anyone to stay with him in transition. And Dr. J was just coming up the court, just getting all kinds of easy baskets. And getting to the free. Look, he got to the free throw line 12 times. He scored 74 points in transition. And it was a close game throughout for the most part, but they just pulled away late. God, man, look at their field goal percentage. All those easy layups. Let me see if we can will it show how many dunks they had? It won't show the dunks, unfortunately. But you can see, look at that, the fast break points. There it is, 36 fast break points right there to 13. There's the story. Points in the paint, 84. There's your story of how that game was won. And then you see the Mambas over there winning the offensive rebound battle. But when you're shooting a bad percentage, you're going to have a lot more offensive rebounds. So, yeah. And they have not played since that time. And Team J, I believe that's the only legend team that, Team J, they also beat Team Kareem. Right now, who the hell hasn't beat Team Kareem? To be honest with you, Team Kareem had a bad day today, man. First it was Chamberlain, then it was Jordan. They got hit in the mouth today, man. Chamberlain just destroyed Team Kareem, and then Jordan followed right up and just put him in the grave. It was brutal. If you guys saw that today, man. But yeah, they beat Team Mamba. They've beaten Team Kareem. They lost to Magic Johnson's team. And they lost to Isaiah Thomas's team. And yeah, this is going to be their 5th Legends game of the season. So they'll play Team Kobe here, and then they'll play Olajuwon next week after this. Actually, they'll play Olajuwon 3 times in 2 weeks. They got Olajuwon, look at that, Olajuwon, and they got him right here pretty much on a back-to-back almost. So yeah, they got some big games coming for Team J. And this is going to be a big game for them because they're trying to keep their playoff situation together. Because as you can see, they could easily slide down to where the Warriors are at. See what I'm saying? So this is a big game. And the Mambas lose this, the Warriors, they'll be down there. They're already in playing tournament situation, but they'll be like, you'll be in that, on the road situation playing tournament. You don't want to be that. I mean, you don't want to be in a playing tournament anyway. That's just extra games. But you really don't want to be on the road playing. If you're coming on the road and playing tournament, man, come on, man. You just playing for pride at that point, bro. Playing for pride. But yeah, guys, that's the next game coming up. The Mambas and the Jays, big time game. Also, too, after that game, followed by that one, it will be Olajuwon playing Chamberlain after that one. Then it'll be Shaq taking on the Bulls, and then Team Larry Bird taking on the Bucks, led by Giannis. So that's what's on the ballot coming up. But I'll have the Mamas and the Jays for you guys coming up in the next 20 minutes. And I'll probably call it a night, and I'll have Olajuwon and Chamberlain for you guys tomorrow with the rest of the games. So go ahead and hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next 20 to 30 minutes. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a good weekend, good Saturday night, wherever you're at, chilling, having a good time. And I will see you guys shortly. Peace.